Boom. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling. Welcome, everyone. Happy Wednesday, aka Happy Hump Day. Let's see. I see some people saying up the voice volume. I can't. It is what it is. The voice volume, it is what it is. I think I need to lower the music volume. You guys can hear me okay, right? Can you hear me just fine? Let me know if I'm coming over too low, then I will raise the volume, but I think I'm okay. Yes, happy hump day it is, and we have a few things to discuss. So let's go ahead and jump right on into our stories of the day.
Stories of the day.
At 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Not that, damn it. Wait, give me a second. There we go. Can the left meme? This is the burning question affecting many people's thoughts. We will get into it. What is Spanky McDumbass hiding in his White House visitor logs? We're about to find out soon enough. President Biden is doing a balancing act. God damn it. President Biden is doing a balancing act between cautious optimism and steely-eyed readiness in Ukraine. Name that sound effect is our latest guessing game. And last but not least, you Raggedy Bish is a bad dad. Let's see, lower music. Okay, let me do that now. Oh yeah, I was messing around. There we go. Okay, thank you. I have lowered it. Let's see. How does this sound? Is that better? Lower? Yeah? Did I have to fight? Did you guys have to fight to hear me? Name that sound effect. I can't hear you for the sound. Just me says. Okay. How's this sound, guys? Is this better? Yes, better. Okay, good. Very good. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and jump on into our random stuff. And I think I found this this night driving music was decent for the background. First things first, I wanted to share with you guys that we did finally get our COVID-19 at-home test today in the mail, 1 month after ordering it. Thanks for nothing, Louis DeJoy. Yeah, we finally did get it back. I see a philosophy. He's back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Better, Cindy C says, does not mean good, should be a bit lower. Okay. So thankfully, I don't think any of us here in the house need to take this test now. None of us are symptomatic, and it would be a waste to take the test now, but I just want to show you what's inside this thing. There's this packet here. It's like a Ziploc, and it's sealed. There's that. And there's a bunch of these things. They look like Q-tips. Wait, can you see that? It's a Q-tip, right? There's a bunch of those in there. What is this? This is biosensor, buffer, lot. I don't even know what this is. It feels like a slide. This thing here. There's a few of these in here. Oh, there's 4 of these in here. Then there's a little plastic tray. Not sure what that's for. Maybe to spit in. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is. I'm sure if it comes down to it and I need to take a test, I can read the instructions. It does come with a packet of instructions, quick reference instructions for patients. Oh, that little plastic thing is a tube holder. That's what it is, for holding a tube. And the test device. So you can get your own results. That's good. That is a good thing. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and go over to, what is it? This one here? Here, let's do this. Okay, so the other night, I think it was it last night or the night before? No, it was Monday night. After the show, I was in the living room watching Joy Reid, as I do after every show, pretty much. Every day I watch Joy Reid. But Monday night, I was a bit distracted, because of the whole deal with Mary Trump's video not working, and I'll get into that in a minute. So I was trying to figure out solutions on how to, fix the video, and I completely missed the fact that that my tweet was featured on her show. And all of a sudden I had all these people like, yo, BDD, your tweet was on Joy Reid's show. And I was like, no, I missed it. And I tried to, I can rewind the TV up to a certain point, like up to an hour. And I had already missed all these comments of people telling me that. So I couldn't go back far enough. Anyway, long story short, eventually I did find the video clip. So I will share that with you now.
Than I do. He was upset about the show, but I'm really not sure why. This one guy tweeted, let me find this tweet about him. He basically said, nobody... And then he said, basically, get off my lawn. Basically, there was nobody, not a living soul. This is Brooklyn Dad. Nobody, not a living soul. Charlie Kirk, get off my lawn, you sexual anarchist whippersnappers. What was he? I don't understand what he was mad about. Was it the
Yeah. She said, this one guy tweeted, yeah, this one guy, this was Brooklyn Dad. Yeah, she said it. That was very cool. Very cool. I've been on TV before. Well, my name has been called out on TV and my tweets have been called out on TV, but this was cool. It's my own show. Very cool. I aspire, I hope to one day when I growed up to have Joy Reid on this show. We shall see. Next up. Okay. So let's cover this. Okay. So as many of you already know, I interviewed Mary Trump on Monday, and unbeknownst to me, the entire audio on Mary's end had an echo, and not like a minor echo. In the world of audio, there's a thing called reverb, right? So reverb is like if you're in, philosophy. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for that kind donation. In the world of audio, there's a thing called reverb. Like if you're in a big, massive room and, it's not padded well or whatever, you can get an echo, a slight echo. But this was bad. This was horrendous. It was echo, every word, she, said, had, a, shadow. And I showed it to 3 different audio professionals, and the 3 different audio professionals said, sorry, pal, we can't help you. That's too bad. And there's one company, they charged me $150 to test 10 minutes to see if they could remove the echo, and they couldn't. So I'm out $150, and I don't have any video to show for it. So, long story short, I now have an hour and 45 minutes worth of unusable video. So I have reached out. I reached out to Mary Trump, and I did ask her, and I've already figured out what was the cause. I've already figured out what the cause of the echo was. And it's just a minor tweak. It's a checkbox, and then echo gone, right? I reached out to her to see if would she be interested, in possibly re-recording the show. I said, I know it's a big ask, it's a significant time investment, but I figure the second go around should be even better. We can improve on that first go around, and maybe she'll get some more answers correct in the guessing game that I did play with her. And what I do plan on doing, even if I can't get her back on the show, it would be unfortunate, but I think there are some things that are possibly can be salvaged, like the guessing game, for instance. She doesn't speak a lot in that, so possibly you guys might enjoy watching her take a stab at the guessing game part, and I'll do that. I can crop that into the show on Friday, maybe. We'll see. She hasn't gotten back to me yet, Lee Saunders. We're going to wait and see what happens. But fingers crossed that she sees my email or my DM. I sent her both, and we'll see. No, she hasn't agreed yet. Okay, moving right along. By now, I'm sure quite a few of you are already familiar with this phenomenon online, on Twitter. It's called Wordle. Wordle. It was invented by this guy. It's created just like for him, and maybe I forget who he created it for, but it's fun. It's basically 5 letters, 6 guesses, and you try to guess the word. Now, how many 5-letter words are there? Like thousands of 5-letter words, right? So many different combinations. So people are getting into this day and night. It depends on when you have free time to do that Wordle. But it doesn't just stop there, right? Now, there's a different version of Wordle. It's called, correct me if I'm wrong, Quordle with a Q. Quordle, Quordle. And it's four different Wordles at the same time. If you're a badass, and you have that kind of time and you don't mind feeling, defeated by a game. But yeah, people are enjoying that too. And then there is yet another version. It's called Wordle. Wordle. And they show you a picture of a piece of land, a country or a territory. It says, I present you Wordle. Wordle sounds so strange. You're given a map of a country/territory. If you get it wrong, it will tell you how close you are and give you the direction and distance from the right answer. So that is for, geography nuts. If you love you some geography, then that's the game for you. Me, nah, I'm good with doing the one guess per day. Wordle. Thank you, my Tal. Since Meek says, also the one where you guess what shirt I'm currently wearing. Shirtle. That's good. That's clever. Okay. Next up, there is yet another remake. It is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has been remade, and it is being done as like a drama, and it's called just Bel-Air, right? And it's interesting. I've seen trailers for this. I am definitely going to watch this. It's a TV show. It's not a movie. It's a TV show. And so they have basically recast all of the characters, right? The main character, Will Smith's part, is being played by Jabari Banks, right? Philip Banks, Uncle Phil, is a guy I've never heard of, Adrian Holmes. Aunt Viv is Cassandra Freeman. Carlton is somebody named Ali Charlatan. Coco Jones is Hillary Banks. Akira Akbar is Ashley. Jimmy Akingbola is Jeffrey. Jordan L. Jones is Jazz. And Simone Joy Jones is Lisa. So let's see. Alaska Cindy says, tried watching yesterday. Meh. Interesting. I'm still going to watch it. I have to see for myself. And you know what? I find I have that same kind of experience often with quite a few TV shows that I end up really enjoying. Like, you know what I felt like that about? The Mayor of East... What was it? Mayor of Eastwick or Eastwood? Whatever. The Mayor, right? On HBO, Eastwick. That was a phenomenal show, but the first couple of episodes, I was like, nah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's a great show. So yeah, people who were fans of the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air may or may not be entertained by this new version, but Will Smith apparently is heavily involved in the production. He's a producer on this show, and I think it's been green-lighted Easttown. My town says the Mayor of Easttown. Mayor of Easttown. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think it's been green-lighted for 2 seasons, this new Bel-Air. So I'm going to check it out, and I'll let you know what I think of it. Meanwhile, I told you guys a while back that that wifey and I were watching this show on HBO, and it's called Raised by Wolves. Let me tell you something. This show is bonkers. It's a very good show. Very. If you like science fiction, this is for you, definitely. And if you like post-apocalyptic science fiction, it's even more for you. Now, if you like post-apocalyptic science fiction with a little bit of religion versus anti-religion mixed in, oh boy, let me tell you, this show is for you. So this, aside from the fact that these folks are trying to save the human race, basically. These are the last survivors from Earth on these massive spaceships called arcs. And they have settled on a planet called Kepler 22b. No, that's not Tom Hardy. It's a guy who I haven't seen before. He is actually quite a phenomenal actor. I'm not fond of him, but he is a terrific actor. In fact, most of the people in this show really are very, very good. They draw you in well. He plays a guy who was an atheist, and then he pretends to be a religious fanatic. I believe they call him the Mithraic, some shit like that. The religious fanatic, and he did that just to save his own life as well as that of his partner. Okay, I deleted it. But anyway, so you got him on the one side, and then you have the true atheists who have just settled on Kepler 22b at the beginning of season 2. Mizraic. Oh, Marie from New Jersey is watching. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Marie. Mizraic. Yes, those are the religious fanaticos. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm watching, and as you know, I will, as I do always, I will fill you in on my opinion of these shows. Let's keep this show moving right along. It is now time for our quick hits. Yeah, you son of a bee. Quick goddamn hits. And let's see. Turn this off. And let's see if this Eastern time. Goddamn. Nope. Okay. Quick hits. First up, Sarah Palin has been rejected by a jury. The judge had already decided in this case that he was going to toss out this libel lawsuit that Sarah Palin was wielding against the lamestream media New York Times. He'd already decided, but he said, you know what? Let me see what the jury has to say. And the jury came in the same way. They're like, nope, she did not prove what it is that she was supposed to prove. And the burden of proof was on her, and she did not come through. And she should have been able to see that verdict from her house. I can see Russia from my house. Let's see. So President Biden has rejected a request by the former disgraced, defeated president to try to keep his White House visitor logs hidden. Nope. And I'm happy to see this. I don't know what's going to come of that. But I like the fact that we at least have... Oh, Ness from Connecticut. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the kind donation. Thank you for that. I like all these little tiny losses that he's suffering. Death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah. I don't know what he's trying to hide. He's probably got some visitors that... some shady visitors, I'm sure. Maybe some mobsters. I wouldn't put it past him. And no, Chacha, I did not show the interview with Mary Trump. The rest of the gang will fill you in on that. By the way, speaking of losses, Trump just the other day posted some screenshots of his new thing, Truth Social. That thing is going to be a disaster. I guarantee that is not going to go over well. First of all, it looks like whoever did the layout basically copied and pasted Twitter's everything. Twitter's layout, its format, its look, and the whole shit. They just copied and pasted it. It's nothing original. And then they want you to pay $5 a month for it. And the terms of service, you can be booted for saying something negative about Spanky McDumbass. So, Truth Social. Come on. It's a joke. Meanwhile, this bobbleheaded buffoon, Rudy Giuliani, they say he's going to be fully cooperating with the January 6th committee. I'll believe that when I see it. I think he thinks that he's smarter than he is. He's not. But I think what his plan is to say, hey, I'm going to cooperate fully. And then when he gets in there, he's going to spew a whole bunch of nonsense and try to play it off like, maybe he's got dementia or something. I don't know. But he's not even crazy as a fox anymore. He's just crazy. He still apparently somewhere in his brain knows things, but this is a guy who's been butt dialing reporters and shaving at the airport and booking press conference at Four Seasons Total Landscape, but that will never not be funny to me. So yeah, I take it with a grain of salt that he says he's going to cooperate. Prince Andrew had to settle out of court for an undisclosed figure in the lawsuit against him for sexual assault brought against him by Virginia Jeffrey, one of his victims. And this is a good thing. This is very good. I don't know what the amount is, but the fact that this has become so public and he's been publicly humiliated, stripped of his titles and all that, that's good. He should, however, have to do some jail time. I think it's a crime that he's able to get out of any real kind of accountability because he's royalty and he has money. That's the bottom line. If you're a rapist, you should be in jail. Money and prestige should not save your ass. Oh, Cindy C says it was reported to be 12 million. I did not see that information. Thank you for that update. Another lawsuit. There was another settlement, and this was kind of a big deal too. This was Remington. Remington is a gun manufacturer. And this is the first time a gun manufacturer has been held accountable, has had to pay punitive damages for a wrongful death. Yeah, that's significant. And, I think more gun manufacturers probably should be held accountable. Maybe their lobbyists, the gun manufacturers' lobbyists will be like, hey, we don't want all this heat and all this drama. So fix these goddamn loopholes in the rules. Sandra from Paramount, California, thank you, my friend, for the kind donation. It's a very big deal. Misha Oliver says the lawsuit is huge. It's huge. Foxhill Dreams went as far as changing her puppy's name. No more Remington. That's a very big deal. They changed the whole puppy's name because Remington now is no good. Dana X, thank you, my friend. Thank you. That is very kind of you to send a donation my way. I appreciate it very much. Very kindly. Next up, President Biden, as I mentioned earlier, he's doing a balancing act with Russia's encroachment upon the Ukraine border. So he made a speech yesterday, and it was an important speech where he spoke directly to the citizens of Russia and said, "You are not our enemy." He made that clear. The people of Russia. There's a difference between the people of Russia and the leadership of Russia. Thank you, Gavin Rutherford, for the reminder to please hit the like button if you're watching. Thank you for that. So here's what we're looking at now. There are apparently 150,000 Russian troops surrounding Ukraine. They're all pushed up on the border. Now, yesterday, there were some conflicting reports saying that Russia was starting to back away from the border. But our people, our intelligence says, nah, that's bullshit. And, I imagine the behind the scenes conversations, yesterday, Antony Blinken and Sergei Lavrov had talks, and diplomacy, President Biden says diplomacy is the preferred way to move forward with Russia. And this is very good. And to which Putin agreed. He agrees that diplomacy is the way forward. But, President Putin, you said that you are moving your troops back, but it looks like your troops are moving forward. And Putin's just like, maybe, my friend, comrade, maybe you're looking wrong way through wrong way through your ass. We're not wrong. I'm fairly sure we're not wrong. And this Ukraine issue is something that Republicans are hoping that Russia invades, and everybody else with a brain and a conscience is hoping that this is resolved peacefully, because that's good for the world. If, let's say, Russia goes in, this is bad for everybody. This is bad for us, because now prices of energy prices are going to skyrocket. First of all, before energy prices, people are going to die if Russia goes in there. People are going to die. And then, prices of everything are going to go through the roof. So the world doesn't need this shit. Russia doesn't need this shit. America doesn't need this shit. Ukraine doesn't need this shit. Nobody needs it. So Putin's got to figure out a way to back the hell up. And that is it for our quick hits. Let's see. All right, let's see. Now it is time for our timeline cleanse.
Timeline cleanse.
Lee Saunders, just the last comment on that last thing we were talking about. Lee Saunders says, I still say NATO should admit Ukraine, then Russia would back down, call his bluff. I disagree. I think that if that were to happen today, the war would begin immediately. He's looking for a reason. And that would be his reason. But aside from that, NATO is not ready to accept Ukraine in, because Ukraine has a ton of corruption issues that they have to work through before they can, pass the bar of acceptance. Yeah, the NATO is slightly different than our own presidency in that, they have higher standards for vetting than the presidency of the United States. Okay, timeline cleanse. First up here, how many of you can remember how old you were when you first learned that if you look at somebody's face upside down, right, the chin is like the chin can be a very funny nose, and the mouth and all that, right? Anyway, the other day, I guess some folks had been smoking some doobie and they were watching Joaquin Phoenix, but they're watching him upside down, and it's pretty funny. Without further ado, I give you upside down Joaquin.
Are you leaving me?
We're all leaving.
We who?
All of the OSs.
I'm fucking blinking. Oh my god.
That's too funny. I'm sure. I mean, you can tell by the laughter. That was weed-induced laughter, but still, no less funny. No less funny. Lucy L. wants to know. Says I might be wrong, but did wait? Where did that go? But did Ukraine ask President Obama to join? I don't know. Corey Lord, you don't get it, huh? Yeah. So the eyes were the eyes, but the wrinkle in the forehead looked like the mouth. I'll just briefly. I'll show you briefly again.
Are you leaving me?
We're all leaving.
We who?
You see that wrinkle on the forehead? Right there, that's the mouth. And then the nose, the wrinkles between the eyes, that's the nose. It's all perspective. It's perspective. All right, moving right along. This next video clip is what you get when you mix treats with musical instruments with Good Doggy. Good doggy. That's great. That is great. Okay, and last but not least, we have I'm pretty sure I have showed a similar video to this next one before. This is from our friend Philosophy, right? I've showed this before where some dude is running down. I'm not even sure if that was a dude, but it was like a lot of steps. I don't even know where those steps were, but it's a lot of steps. It's like steep. Boom, 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 boom. This one is somebody going down the steps with a dog backwards. It's insane. First of all, I miss the kind of weather that allows you to be outside with no shirt on in the sun. I do miss that. But how incredible is that? I mean, the speed, he's going backwards with the doggy. And the dog is no slouch. The dog stays right there with him. That is impressive. It's impressive. But you guys remember seeing something similar to that? I showed it maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago. Anyway. Oh, shit. Lee Saunders said he fell over at the end. I missed that. How did I miss that? I didn't see it. I watched that video like many times. Many times I saw it. And Lisa Hathaway says that weather will be returning soon from your lips to God's ears. Let's hope so. Oh, Watcher Soko says that's Colorado. Colorado. And there, Peter is a boss says, looks like red rocks here in Colorado. Interesting. Okay. That, my friends, is that for, it's the Red Rock Amphitheater. There we go. All these internet sleuths here. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And thank you, Phil, for that excellent video. And now let's jump right on into my main topic. It's called the Left Can't Meme. I don't know if you guys have heard this. This has been a thing. I've seen it, you know, because I'm on Twitter a lot. I'm online, and I've seen quite often. I've seen people, trolls, saying the left can't meme, etc., etc. And me personally, I didn't even realize that memes were that big of a deal. Like the whole, it was almost like you had been watching black and white TV for for many years, and all of a sudden you made the jump from black and white TV to flat screen, and you were like, when did this happen? You know, like with cell phones, you know, I'm still kind of like pick up the phone and call someone is my preference as opposed to texting someone. I'm a little bit behind in the times, okay? I'm aware of memes. I know what memes are. Meek says, I'm 31, 90% of my internet is memes, LOL. You know, that's funny, but it is true. It is true. And I'm going to say that memes are like a visual shorthand. I found this fascinating video on YouTube that showed all of like the most viral memes from 2004 to 2019, and it's fascinating. It shows like there's one there that's called Lenny Face, which is basically parentheses and I don't know, upper parentheses and eyes, nose, mouth, whatever. That Lenny Face has been viral since the mid 2000s. And yeah, there are so many memes that are like, you know, visual shorthand that they reference recent or not so recent viral moments or pop cultural moments, and they wrap an idea or a concept around it. They're often callbacks to moments that most people will likely already be familiar with, so they land like jokes with punchlines. You know, people, when they see this picture of distracted boyfriend, you can put your own words on top of the girl, red dress girl, boyfriend, and pissed off girlfriend. You know what I mean? So these are like shorthand communicating messages. And why is this so important? Why is this such an important notion? Because kids nowadays, the young people, the younger generations, they don't have the time or patience or inclination to read long form content. This is short form content. When I show you this picture, you already know what the caption is. Right? It's a 3-word caption. What is it? What is the name of this meme? Go ahead. Somebody, please. Please, so I can continue. I will just say it. It's, this is fine. That is the caption of this thing. This is fine. And it basically means that, you know, while the house is burning down around you, you're pretending that everything is fine, but everything is not fine. Yeah? This one, this one here, this is a relatively recent one, although many of you might disagree. When I say recent, I mean like within the past year. It's from one of those reality shows. Excuse me. And, people latched onto this and they transposed their own thoughts. These are like reaction memes. And what more viral reaction meme, and I know this might be painful to some of you, but this was that woman who was reacting to the loss that Hillary Clinton suffered in 2016. Tell me, as a liberal on Twitter, you didn't get beat upside the head with this meme, by trolls, 100 times at least. 100 different trolls hit you with this goddamn meme. And why? Why? It was meant to demoralize you, to make you depressed, to make you run away. Yeah? To make you feel despair. That's what it was meant for. This is psychological warfare. You and I might be looking at this and think, Brooklyn Dad, this is just pictures, funny pictures, whatever. It doesn't mean anything. But no, on a deep emotional level, these things add up. They pile up. So the left can't meme. Is there any validity to this? I've seen in this show today so far, I've already seen a bunch of you say the left can meme, that the left has the best memes. And every once in a while that assessment is correct. The left, we've got this the solid thinkers here. We do have a bunch of solid thinkers on our side. But there's a reason why they say the left can't meme, and we'll get to that. And I saw some people just now commenting about this previous picture that they cried so hard. Many of us did. We felt that despair, and that's what made this such an effective meme, and why they bashed us over the head with it. First of all, in doing my research for this segment for today's show, I did a Google search of conservative memes, right? For both conservative and liberal memes. And something interesting I found out that it doesn't matter if you look for conservative memes or liberal memes. You're still going to, the top search results are going to be anti-liberal memes. Whether you search for conservative memes, which means it could either mean memes that are pro-conservative or memes that are anti-conservative. And the same thing, liberal memes could mean pro-liberal memes or anti-liberal memes. But regardless of what search criteria you pop in, it always comes out anti-liberal memes. When I did search for Hillary memes, the Hillary memes, for the most part, were negative. I had to specifically look for things like this. So these memes I'm showing you now, these are all the relatively good, strong liberal memes. This was one where Hillary and Obama are cracking up. It's on a joke that nobody knows. Sandra says, we're too nice in the GOP are mostly dicks. Yeah. This one where Hillary says, and then Trump said, no politician has ever been treated worse than me. Yeah. And it's a good laugh the two of them had, and the rest of us had too. That was for us. That was a positive one. Here's one between Joe. There's a lot of Joe Biden, President Obama memes where Biden says, so when Trump walks in, you duck and I hit him with, Obama says, no, Joe. Obama's the grown up in this situation. And, Joe just wants to, mess with Trump so badly. Here's another one. Obama says, "No, Joe, tell me you didn't." And Joe says, "I sent him a get well card. I told him to stay positive." You know, it's funny. This is like a lighthearted, it's not like stick the knife in and twist it kind of thing. And often what I find memes on the right, when you call the dank memes, they're looking to twist that knife. Yeah. Ours don't land like that. Here's another one. This was ubiquitous. This was everywhere when Trump was signing, whenever he signed an executive order, people were replacing the executive order with pictures, childish pictures of a cat, and cat spelled the wrong way, or turkey with the hand thing. This is a clever one, where Trump was pictured in that little baby desk, and they put this inside a play school box with signable executive orders. This was clever, but this was more cerebral, right? You had to stop and stare at this for 10 or 15 seconds to fully unpack and appreciate this. Yeah. The best memes, they hit you instantly, and they don't have a lot of text in them. You get them, boom, just like that. Why? Because our audiences today have a very short attention span. Short attention span. Here's one. Oh, this one is based off of a tweet, off of my tweet. Occupy Democrats does a lot of these things. They pick like the best tweets, and they'll add a graphic to it, and they'll punch up the text. This one says, "You know what's not on Hunter Biden's laptop? Plans to overturn an election." That was yours truly. Brooklyn Dad did that. Is this an effective meme? I guess so. This one says, "We're right, you're wrong. We're virtuous, you're criminals." That's what this meme is saying. And then we get into the memes that shouldn't be memes at all. I mean, there's just way too much text, way too much goddamn text. Just 3 lines of text here. First, Trump was the most dishonest president ever. He produces 30,000 documented lies, most corrupt. And then there's like 7 or 8 bullet points here. That's a TL/DR. Too long, didn't read. Yeah, that's way too much text. Yeah, you got Trump's face there surrounded by a bunch of text. Nobody's reading that. Nobody. Except the person who created it. It's a beginner thing. And then you got shit like this. I mean, nothing on this, I think, is a lie, maybe, but it's way too much. Just like 20 bullet points. Who's doing this? This is not a good use of time. This is, and unfortunately, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of people on our side that use things like this. And when I was new to the Twitter sphere, the Twitterverse, I was creating things like this and sharing things like this. Not effective at all. Okay. And I've read a bunch of articles on memes, the importance of memes, why memes are so effective. And, the right wing, specifically the Trump campaign, they invested a lot of time and money into memes. How much? They had actual teams of people. They were paying, hundreds of people to learn how to meme and then to develop memes. Hundreds of people. And then they were taking those memes and disseminating them amongst troll farms to use on Facebook. A lot on Facebook. They destroyed us on Facebook. More aggressive communication tactics and broader warfare through trolling and memes is a necessary, inexpensive, and easy way to help destroy the appeal and morale of our common enemies. This is a quote from this guy named Josiah. Yeah. It says, the same could be said of memes in politics. Cheap, subversive, and designed to provoke an emotional response. Memes are a disruptive form of information guerrilla warfare. Republicans have gotten Josiah's message, while Democrats have all but ignored it. All but ignored it. On the left, he says every meme has to have 1 million qualifiers, so that's no longer a meme, it's a Medium post. Conservatives, on the other hand, tend to communicate their ideas in ways that are very reductionist. They're also much more comfortable lying, and their audiences are much more likely to accept it. I can verify first, the thing about the 1 million qualifiers. So a while back, somebody engaged me to create memes, right? And memes for Facebook, Democratic memes. And yeah, there had to be all these, like, when he says qualifiers, he's not kidding. He's not kidding. I had to create footnotes. Right? I had to be careful about which images I would use in these posts. They were all concerned about the legality and blah, blah, blah. I was like, whoa, what should have only taken me 5 minutes to bang out, it would take 30 minutes because of all these hoops I had to jump through in order to make sure that it was verified. That is legal, blah, 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 blah. And the right doesn't care about that shit at all. They are very comfortable lying. Hang on, is that my last slide here? Oh, that is my last slide here. And let's go to this one here. And then let's talk about all their characters, right? They have a bunch of characters that they use, and these characters are also shorthand. Now, a lot of these characters are linked to the far, far right. The white supremacists like Pepe the Frog originally was just a harmless cartoon that had the tendency to pee on himself every now and then. And all of a sudden it became adopted by white supremacy. And they had all this mythology about Kek and Kekistan and all this shit. Here, this is a character also used by the far right known as Wojak. And Wojak is meant to represent a liberal, a sheeple, someone who is compliant. They like to call me Brooklyn Dad compliant. So I suppose if you added a beard, that would be me, someone who doesn't question authority or anything like that. This is Wojak, and that is, again, their shorthand for us, right? Here's another one. NPC. NPC means non-playing character, right? Which is shorthand from video games. And again, this is meant to be to communicate people who are mindless automatons that, never question any authority. They're just conformist, sheeple, that. And then there were the memes. I don't know where they got this picture of Hillary Clinton crying. Not just crying, but ugly crying, Here's an example of one of their memes. Everyone's getting groped but me. It's disgusting, it's offensive, and that's what they want. That is what they want. They want you to say, hey, that's not right. Exactly. What are you going to do? That's, that was deliberately generated by the non-PC crowd. They have no rules. They could do whatever they want to do. Then Hillary dropped the thing about the basket of deplorables, right? And people were, on our side, were creating memes of basket of deplorables. All right, we're good, right? This was Hillary saying the basket of deplorables was both tame and also like locker room bulletin board material, because then they were like, oh, you called us deplorables? They are deplorables, and she was right. She was only half right. There was more. They were worse than deplorables. But then they were like, oh, first they flipped it on us. We have a basket of deplorables. And then they somehow turned it into, deplorables are like heroes. These are the heroes fighting against the system kind of thing. Some people said that they memed their way into they memed Trump into the White House. I wouldn't go as far as that, but their memes were effective. Here's a more current one, which personally, I kind of thought was funny. Joe, this was a town hall when Joe was answering a question by, I think this was Anderson Cooper asking him, and Joe somehow caught himself holding his fist like this, and it looked just like I can never remember if that's Beavis or Butthead. I think that's Beavis. Yeah, and doing the whole cornholio thing. And then last but not least, there's the Let's Go Brandon thing, which this was something that should have been over and done with like 2 months ago. The whole Let's Go Brandon thing, it was at a racetrack, and people were saying fuck Joe Biden, and the news commentator can't say those words online, so she was interviewing a race car driver named Brandon. And so she tried to spin it into, what are they saying? Probably they're saying, let's go Brandon. That's not what they were saying. And the right used that as, see, they're trying to hide the truth, but we're going to ram the truth through your door like a battering ram. And that gave birth to many, many memes. Memes and what do you call that? The merchandise. Oh my God, there's t-shirts and hats and bags and blah, blah, blah. Let's go Brandon, bumper stickers and signs, everything. What does this do? This riles up the right. And this is just memeology. We should have people on our team meeting them where they live and matching them for their ferocity, and their timeliness. We should have that. There's no excuse that we don't have this. We've already known what their game plan was since 2016. What are we doing? We're asleep at the wheel. And that brings me to the right's latest hero, Defiant L's. Now, Defiant L's has been creating memes that it's like shot chaser, right? It's showing an old tweet and then a current tweet, and it's supposedly exposing hypocrisy. It's showing that you felt like this back then, and now you feel like this. You're contradicting yourself. We gotcha. And the funny thing is, they're not really heroes because, number one, they're only targeting people on the left when you could easily argue that an equal number of people on the right, if not more people on the right, are frequently more inconsistent with their values. Frequently. At the very least, we attempt to police ourselves, for lack of a better word, police ourselves and make sure that we are consistent with our values and goals. These tweets don't allow for nuance. Well, you're saying that I'm hypocritical, but the circumstance is different. There's no room for nuance in these, shot chaser, screen grab tweets. And of course, the name of that account is Defiant L's. Why do they call themselves Defiant L's? Yeah, it's because of me. They started that account really just targeting me specifically and exclusively, only They were using my picture as their profile picture, and these guys spent day and night just pouring through my tweets. Imagine if somebody poured through every last thing you ever said in your entire life. Guarantee you're gonna, they're gonna find some things where you said one thing here, and now you're saying a different thing. It looks like you contradicted yourself. Really, what it is, they're not clever. They're trying to put a square peg into a round hole. This thing. Kamala Harris, they love this one. They've repurposed this tweet, I don't know, 2 dozen times? They keep recycling this one. Let's use that one again. Kamala Harris isn't the only person who's leery of the vaccine Trump is trying to rush to market too soon. Snapshot of the time when this was happening is that Trump was talking about forcing this vaccine out before it was ready by October. By October. The vaccine actually didn't come out until December. And then it says, I won't be taking that shit until long after people stop dying from taking a faulty vaccine. Well, what did I do? I waited. I waited until we were eligible to get the vaccine, until and we had time. Wifey and I, we didn't get our first shot until, I think it was April. This was September. In April, we had already seen a whole bunch of people got the vaccine. We got to look, and we didn't hear any, overwhelmingly negative things about it. If I heard that a ton of people were dying from this, I'm not suicidal. I wouldn't have taken it. But it was safe. It was deemed safe by the CDC and the scientists, et cetera, et cetera. So, and here's the chaser. If right-wing TV networks like Fox, OAN, and Newsmax would stop politicizing the vaccine and start running pieces like "These people regret not getting vaccinated," it might make a huge difference. Tell me where the hypocrisy is. These two statements, they are different, but they're both correct. They're both accurate. So this is some bullshit. This is another kind of psychological warfare that we should be waging on them as well. I wouldn't go as far as putting Joe Biden, with like on top of a muscular build body, with a Superman uniform and flags and eagles and that bullshit. They can have that. They can have that nonsense. I don't think that does anything for us. But at least the rest of the stuff, we should meet them where they live. If they want to turn this into a schoolyard fight with bullshit ass dank memes, we better have some dank memes too. Is he wearing a WWE championship belt? Meredith wants to know. Probably is. It's ridiculous. All right, so that's what I have to say about that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I spent a lot of time researching memes, and I wanted to get to the nitty gritty. Like, we need to win. If we do not win in 2022, we're in deep, deep trouble. How much trouble will we be in? We need to win the House, first of all. I'd say that is more important than the Senate. Why? Because if we lose the House, they're going to put that jackass as the Speaker of the House. And when I say that jackass, I'm not talking about Kevin McCarthy. I'm talking about Spanky McDumbass. And if you think they won't do it, you haven't been paying attention. So we desperately need to win, and we need every tool at our disposal. We should have more arrows in our quiver with which to do battle. And memes are an important addition to the arsenal. All right. It is now time for our favorite part of the show. Name that a sound effect. Name the sound effect. We can. Here's a comment from Lee Saunders. Says, we can win with good truth arguments, not lame memes. Short and sharp, to the point. Lee, I hate to disagree with you, but there was a purpose I did that. There's a reason I did that segment. We have truth doesn't matter. Truth doesn't matter to the people on the right, and the people who are undecided, those independents. They need quick, short sound bites, and so often they catch us. The people on the right, they catch us sleeping. They catch us sleeping with some bullshit about crack pipes, Joe Biden giving out crack pipes. And yeah, we have the truth. Yeah, but by the time we dole out the truth in our very intelligent words, that lie has already gone around the earth twice and back. And that's the narrative that gets believed. I'm not saying that we go and become lie merchants, but I'm saying we need to have a faster response team, like an emergency response team, like Meta, very super duper fast. It needs to be serious or we will lose. We will lose, and I don't want to lose. We must win. Okay, so let's see. Picture in picture. Let's do that one. Okay, name that sound effect. We've played this on the show before. We have done it. And how it works is that I'm going to play a sound effect, and you are going to tell me what that sound effect is. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so we're going to start off with this first one. Listen carefully. I'm going to turn up the volume for this because some of these are very short. Here's the first one. Okay, there it is. Let's see those guesses. That's it. What do you got? What do you got? Let me see. Can I put on some tunes here? Let's put on some background tunes. Would you be near me when I'm 64? Okay, I think I've seen enough. Okay, and let's go to the next slide here. We were looking for a car driving by. And let me see. At the top here, we have Cindy C is at the top with a car, correctamundo, followed by Misha Oliver, I Give You Traffic, yeah. Lee Saunders, Meredith Powell, Eddie G, Watcher Soko, Corey Lord, Samantha Hawkins, Nurse Mitch, Traffic, Jamie from Wisconsin, Marie from New Jersey, Deb B, Misha Oliver, Susie Brizuela, Synth Fan, Cha Cha, Fox Hill Dreams, Asmila J, The Trump Reaper, Cecile Kazemi, Gina J, Valerie G, Sandra from Paramount, California, Harold James. Good job, you guys. Okay. Let's see the next one. Here comes the next one. Prepare thyselves. Play it again because it's quick. Okay. Let's see those guesses. See, I have stumped a bunch of you on these. All right. But I've seen enough. And let's cut this music. And what we're looking for was winding a clock. Winding a clock. An alarm clock. Alarm clock. At the top, we have Eddie G saying a clock, followed by, you know what, Misha Oliver, you said winding. That is also correct. So, yes. Chrissy M, Samantha Hawkins, Peter is the boss, Marty, Cha-Cha, Synth Fan, Marie from New Jersey, Susie Briswella. Trump Reaper said something. Deb B, Gina J, Gavin Rutherford, Monique Lee, Misha Oliver, Foxhill Dreams, Sunyaz One, Harold James, Cecile Kazemi. Trump Reaper said a clock farting a piece of tape. You need to make sure you got all of it there. Cecile Kazemi. Okay. Good job. Good job, you guys. Very good. Let's keep this going. And let's go on to our next one here. Wait a minute. Where's the next one? Oh, dang! Oh, shit. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Shit. All right, let's see the guesses. God damn it. I'm always jacking my own game. Let's see. All right, I've seen enough. If you saw my faux pas, then shame on me. Let's see. Who is who's at the top? Let's see. Okay. Cindy C says walking. That is correct. We were really looking for walking on grass. Walking is correct. Misha Oliver, Meredith Powell. There's Lee Saunders with walking on grass is the first one to say walking on grass. Everybody else did say walking and walking on grass. So here we go. Chrissy M, Marty, Samantha Hawkins, Synth Fan, Amian Takeda. That is a cool name. Amian Takeda. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Susie Briswella, Watcher Soko, Cecile Kazemi, Asmila J. There's Gavin Rutherford, Deb B. Peter's the boss. You're so close. You said walking in snow. Lisa Hathaway, Suniaz, Chrissy M, Bernadette, Gina J. Butt scooting. It is not. Foxhill Dreams, Ness from Connecticut. No, there's no sexual anarchy here. You missed it, Meredith Powell. Marty, the Trump Reaper, is walking on snow grass. Sandra from Paramount, Harold James. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay. Let's move on to the next one here. Amin is how you pronounce it. Amin. I got it. Amin Takeda. Welcome to the show. All right, let's keep it moving. Here is our next one. Listen listen closely. Okay, that is the sound effect. Let's see how quickly you can guess that one. Oh, you guys apparently can guess this very quickly. Philosophy, thank you for the advice, saying don't show the picture. That's good advice. Let's see. I have seen enough. And the correct answer was typing. And at the top, we have Meredith Powell correctly answering typing, followed by Cindy C., Chrissy M., Eddie G., Marty, Ness from Connecticut, Lee Saunders, Gavin Rutherford, Samantha Hawkins, Nurse Mitch, Watcher Soko, Corey Lord, Cecile Kazemi, the Trump Reaper, Misha Oliver. No, it's not Rudy putting on hair dye. Synth Fan, Peter is a boss, Marie from New Jersey, Asmila J, Meek Speed said stereotyping, but Amin Takeda, oh no, Amin, couldn't hear it. No. Susie Brizuela, Jamie from Wisconsin, Jen Murphy, Lisa Hathaway, Bernadette H, Fox Hill Dreams, Suniaz, Gina J, the sound of sexual anarchy, Sandra, Asmila J, Deb B. Good job, you guys. Good job. Very good. Okay, there's no prizes, Meredith Powell. I'm so sorry. Here's the next one. Prepare thyselves. Oh, wait, let me cut this tune off here. Okay. And listen closely. Here it is. That is a tough one. That one is tough. Let's see who can guess this one correctly. Let's go. Okay. Oh my goodness. I have seen enough. Seen enough. This is easily one of the most, if not the most difficult question I've asked on the show. What I was looking for was car driving on gravel. Car driving on gravel. I got one that's close here. Nurse Mitch said driveway. Yeah. Aside from that, I think there was only one other person who came close. Everybody else was said rain. Here we've got Amin Takeda saying car driving over gravel, which is almost exactly correct. It's exactly correct. Car driving over gravel. Good job, Amin. Your first time on the show, and you're already getting correct answers. Good. Oh, wait, we've also got Marie from New Jersey says car driving on gravel. Cecile Kazemi. Oh, and Cindy C said almost sounded like a wheelbarrow or cart being moved over a gravel driveway. So good job, you guys. Very good. That was a tough one. Okay, let's keep it going. Here's the next one. All right, let's see those guesses. You got your headset on now. I mean, very good. Yeah, the audio for these should come through clearly. It's always a balancing act, trying not to blow people's eardrums out, and also making it loud enough for people to hear it. Okay, this one was an easy peasy one. I think I've seen enough. The correct answer is ping pong. We're looking for ping pong. And who's at the top here? Our friend Marty is at the top. Congratulations, Marty. Followed by Meredith Powell, Misha, Oliver, Cindy C, Lee Saunders, Chrissy M, Peter is a Boss, Samantha Hawkins, Deb B, Nurse Mitch, Cecile Kazemi, The Trump Reaper, Lisa Hathaway, Susie Brizuela, Suniaz, Corey Lord, Synth Fan, Foxhill Dreams, Gavin Rutherford, Kathleen Cross, Kimberly Moss, Asmila J, Jamie from Wisconsin, Cha-Cha, Watcher Soko, Bernadette H, Gina J, Meredith Powell, Sandra, Samantha B, Jen Murphy, Marie from New Jersey. Okay. Good job, you guys. Very good. Very good. Let's keep it moving on to the next question, and we're going to find the answer when you answer. This one also going to be very difficult, so listen carefully. Okay, let's see those guesses. I said that was going to be kind of difficult, but maybe it's not as difficult as I thought. Kermit the Frog here. Let's see. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I think I've seen enough. And let's cut this off for a second here. Let's go back to the comments. We were looking for sweeping. And let's see. Okay, Lee Saunders very close. I'll give you that one. Brush on floor is pretty much sweeping. We also have Amin Takeda right there at the top. Doing very well, Amin. Very good. Followed by Foxhill Dreams. Peter is a Boss. Cha-Cha. The Trump Reaper. Jamie from Wisconsin. Lisa Hathaway. A lot of people guessing Scraping Ice. We got Misha Oliver here. Marie from New Jersey. Sandra from Paramount, California. People thought it was Sanding too. Sanding was a popular one. Yeah. Good job, you guys. Very good. And we got somebody saying, Meredith Powell saying, Amin is a contender. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And here it is. Listen closely. Okay, let's go. Let's get some guesses up there. Okay, I've seen enough. The correct answer is machine gun fire. Gunfire. Okay, so we were looking for gunfire. We got Samantha Hawkins at the top here, followed by, excuse me, Misha Oliver, Nurse Mitch, Amin Takeda, Philosophy, Corey Lord, Synth Fan, Jamie from Wisconsin, Kathleen Cross, the Trump Reaper. Punxsutawney Mo said a sewing machine. If your sewing machine sounds like that, you need to take it in for repairs immediately. Susie Brizuela, Meek Spees, Cha-Cha, Gina J, Meredith Powell said Call of Duty, so I suppose that's a gun, yes. Michelle, the Trump Reaper, Deb B. Oh, wait a minute. Punxsutawney Mo, Lisa Hathaway here says broken sewing machine. That is interesting. Bernadette H. Wow. I think I would throw my sewing machine away if it sounded like that. Sarah B. Republican porn. Cecile Kazemi. Marie from New Jersey. Okay, good job, you guys. I think I have one more. Let me just check my list here. No, I got two more. So let me go ahead and get these done quickly here. And here's the next one. Listen closely. All right, let's see those guesses. Come on now. Cindy said they must have had noise suppressors on when they recorded that machine gun. It wasn't loud enough. I intentionally, just so you know, I intentionally did lower that volume earlier because I was not trying to blow your eardrums out. Let's see. Okay, that was quick. I've seen enough. And what I was looking for is a spray gun. One of these. The other day, you guys saw I posted about my mischievous kittens, and everybody was like, get a spray bottle. And lo and behold, that is what I did. I got a spray bottle. And once again, our friend Amin is there at the top with spray bottle spraying, followed by Valerie G, Michelle, Marie from New Jersey, Susie Brizuela, Cindy C, Michelle Bookout, Synthfan, Asmila J, Lisa Hathaway, Gina J, Bernadette, Corey Lord, the Trump Reaper, Marty says spray bottle makes sense, Monique Lee, Jamie from Wisconsin. Sexual anarchy. Meek is steady trying to make sexual anarchy a thing. Okay, good job, you guys. Good job. Very good. Look at Mean coming on, brand new, and and answering all the questions. Okay, here's the final one. Let me turn off this music so you can hear this clearly, and let's go. Wait, not that one. Excuse me. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Don't know if you heard that. We'll play it one more time. All right. There you go. Let's see those guesses. Jamie from Wisconsin says ice shanty sexual anarchy. This is a thing now. Sexual anarchy. Oh no. You don't, whatever you do, don't mix the sexual anarchy with the Jethro Tull. Okay, I've seen enough. The correct final answer is toilet. Is a toilet. And let's see, who do we have at the top here? We have Marty at the top, followed by Cindy C, Misha Oliver, Cha-Cha, Philosophy, Cecile Kazemi, Watcher Soko, Kathleen Cross, Bernadette H, Meredith Powell, Tina G, the Trump Reapers at Flushing, New York, Smila J, Synth Fan, Gina J, Samantha Hawkins, Amin, Punxsutawney Mo, Samantha B, Foxhill Dreams, Jamie from Wisconsin, Nurse Mitch, Corey Lord, Susie Brizuela, Monique Lee. Marie from New Jersey said Trump destroying documents / toilet flushing. Very good. Very good. I see. Hey, there's our friend Eagle Star. I missed you this whole game, buddy. Let's see. Oh, Punxsutawney Mo with a winner here says Trump's run in 2024. I'm going to end it on that. Thank you guys so much for playing the guessing game. I hope you did enjoy this one. Every show we got another guessing game. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to bring some more your way. Let's see. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our final segment of the show.
You Raggedy Bish.
And today's You Raggedy Bish, as I said in the intro, is a raggedy dad. Let me give you a little bit of a background, okay? Most of you already know that up in Canada right now, we have a bunch of people. We have a bunch of people protesting vaccine mandates. They are truck drivers, and they're part of what is being called the Freedom Convoy. And these people consider themselves heroes. They consider themselves rebellious. In fact, they might even consider themselves resistors. Okay? They see themselves as fighting the system, fighting tyranny, government tyranny, forcing them to put things into their bodies that they don't want in their bodies. I get it. They don't want the government forcing them to do things put in their body, you know. But at some point, you know, there's got to be something that will enable you to put that principle to the side, something important enough, right? What if, let's say you had a child who was sick in the hospital, and the only way you were able to see them was by getting vaccinated. I give you a truck driver. a truck driver by the name of Jake Klassen. And when I saw this tweet, I was like, what? And this guy said, the guy who posted this said, I had to read this paragraph literally 3 times. This poor kid. This guy's 39-year-old Jake Klassen, who has been a truck driver for nearly 2 decades and drives 3 weeks of the month hauling loads to the U.S. as an owner-operator. I want to be able to have my own choice. Again, as I said, I get it. You don't want the government telling you what to put in your body. But does that mean, you don't care, you don't want to see your kid? It's that important to you. So I wanted to make sure I was reading this in the proper context, right? So I clicked on the link provided by the original poster, and the link was to a Fortune magazine article that says Canada's Freedom Convoy protesters block 2 more bridges to the U.S. in defiance of Trudeau's new Emergencies Act powers. So then I'm scrolling and I'm reading this thing, and finally I get to that article. He says, it says, Klassen has 2 campers and his black semi-trailer at the Emerson blockade. They could potentially be seized. Klassen described Trudeau's move to invoke emergency powers as a scare tactic so they can take everything from us, he said. Klassen said he hasn't been able to visit his 9-year-old daughter in months. She is receiving palliative care at St. Amant, a care residence in Winnipeg, but due to restrictions that require visitors to be fully vaccinated, Klassen and his wife can't see her. This is something worth fighting for, he said. What about your kid? What about your kid? And my next slide here is basically a meme that I created, and it says, tell me you don't care about your kids without telling me you don't care about your kids. Yeah? You just want to make a point, huh? You want to make a social media point. You want to leave your kid without your wife for months to make this goddamn point. That is the height of selfishness. That is a bad dad. That is a raggedy bish dad. And that's all I have to say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time I have for today's episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. And if you have not yet gotten your shot and you happen to have a kid in the hospital, and the only way you could see your kid is by getting that shot, well, God damn it, what is wrong with you? Get your shot. Shit. Nobody should have to tell you that. And wear a mask too. Wear a mask. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening. As you guys know, Storytime with BDD is not daily anymore. It is every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So the next time I will see you guys is Friday. Same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Wait. Boom. This is a good one, folks. Punxsutawney Ball. Late, but not pregnant late. Sorry, I just remembered that I had to crank that volume all the way back down. I had turned it up, because of the sound effects. But now I got to turn it back down so you guys can hear me. Thank you, Misha Oliver. Cindy, Alaska Cindy wants us to pray for indictments on her birthday. Cindy, when is your birthday? Please to let us know. Wait, is today Cindy's birthday? Here I am scrolling. Dun, 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 dun. Where the hell? Tomorrow. Ah, there it is. Tina G, thank you. Tomorrow's Alaska Cindy's birthday. Happy birthday, Alaska Cindy! Hey! Gavin Rutherford, meanwhile, is heading to that local sexual anarchy club. You guys are funny. Tomorrow is Alaska Cindy's birthday. God damn it. A very, very special, happy, and safe birthday to our friend Cindy. We hope it is special. And yes, I will be praying for indictments. Wait a minute. Somebody done hit me off with a donation, and I totally missed it. Cha-Cha. Thank you, Cha-Cha. Oh, so kind and generous of you to do so. Thank you, Cha-Cha. And thank you, Cindy. And thanks, everybody, for a wonderful show. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize my background is gone. But anyway, you guys know I love you, but it's that time. You need to leave.